Okay, so here we go with our recruiting / convo flow system. I'm so excited to share this with you. There is a board in the comments or the chat. So download the board. We're going to walk through it. I'm going to share my screen, but it should look essentially the same on your phone as it looks on my screen or on the computer. And if you prefer to get on the computer, you can do that as well. But first, I want to preface this by saying, how many of you have said, I don't want to sell? Raise your hand. Anyone? Me? I don't want to be a salesperson. Me? I don't want anything to do with that. How many of you also are here because you have seen these products work? Yes. How many of you know that you are so convicted that when you have something that works, you have to share it with the people that you love? Like if my friend is over there with a headache, I mean, preplexus, and I have ibuprofen in my purse, now it's ease, but I have that in my purse. I'm obviously going to be like, hey, I have this and it's going to help you. Please take it. Put it in your mouth right now. Right? Like that is what we're here for with the ready to share the love. So that is what this is going to help you and give you all of the tools. Okay, do you see the boards? Kaylee, can you tell me, give me a thumbs up that you see the board? Okay, this is the Success Starts With You board. The link is in the chat. I think, can I open the chat? Let me put it there again. I feel like somebody just popped in. There's the board again, in case you didn't download it. If you click it on your phone, it will take you to an app. Download the app, it's for free, and join this board. So you can click through this. There is so much good information. And if your brain is like looking at all this going, what? I don't even know where to start. Shh. We're going to go through it together. It's going to be fine. You're going to be a pro by the time that we get through it. I just want to point you to a couple things tonight that's going to be where you need to start. And then from there, you can click around as you see fit, or you can wait until we go through another section next week, but it's going to be okay. We're going to get through it. And all of a sudden, you're going to know this stuff like the back of your hand. So we have the new Start Here. That's the first folder. That is our Canva website that has the Getting Started guide, has so much goodness and information. You can click around in that. You've probably already seen it. Hopefully this is familiar. Then we have like a PDF Getting Started guide that you can click into. We have a number 2 folder about getting your products paid for. So this has our income. It has the fast start. So if you're within your first 30 days of upgrading to brand ambassador because you just helped your first VIP customer get started, you are eligible for fast start. Then we have the VIP referral program, never paying for your products again. Holla, that is the best thing ever. And then some different videos. So if you're up for it, I challenge you to watch these videos every morning while you're getting ready, day 1, day 2, day 3, over the next week. And I want to hear next Monday what you thought about them. But what we're going to go through tonight is this number 3, share, recruit, convo flow. So this is how you share with a friend. This is a simple system, and I promise you it works. You may be new enough that when we go through this, you're going to be like, they use this on me. Like this is what they talk to me with. Or you might have done it enough times in a 3-way message that you're like, I've seen this happen a bunch of times. I've walked through this and it makes so much sense. And if you haven't yet, that's okay. I'm going to show you it tonight. If you're not familiar with it or you're not confident in it yet, I want to encourage you to continue to add your leader to a 3-way message and let them walk through it until you feel like you know it and you're confident in it. And if you're still not confident in it, that's fine. That's what we have 3-way messages for. So there are these cute little roadmaps that have more information on them. You can click into them and see them a little bit bigger. You're going to see here, step 1 is always what interests you the most. That is really what we want to get down to when we're going to share this with a friend. We want to know what interests them the most. What interests them the most? That is always the first question. They ask, what is this plexus? What are you drinking? Tell me what it is. What is gut health? Are you kidding me? Isn't that for grandmas? That's what I said. You always start with what interests you the most. If they come at you and say, but how much is it? If that is the first message, our answer is still always what interests you the most, because the price is going to differ depending on what interests them the most, where we're going to start them. Always what interests you the most. Then you're going to find that nearly everything that anybody struggles with, Plexus can help with, because all ailments resort back to blood sugar, inflammation, and gut health. Blood sugar, inflammation, and gut health. That's what we do around here. And so many people have found success. So you ask them what interests them the most. They're going to come back and say, well, I have no energy. I have migraines. I don't poop very often. And I have PCOS or something like that. You are going to say this. Thank you for sharing that with me. I was just reading some stories of friends of mine who were just like you. 1 second, let me grab them. And even if you didn't just read stories, you're about to just read stories. So you're not fibbing here, okay? Then if you go here to 2B, you see this is another folder of screenshots where you can send 2 to 4. So when you click into that, we have all these different stories. Somebody struggles with mental health, anxiety, depression, struggle with weight loss, energy, breastfeeding, postpartum, or pregnant, 50 plus, if it's finances, hormones, GI discomfort, autoimmune, men, hair. These ones that are out of a folder are the most common ones. These hit almost everything that anybody says. So those are good ones. Then down here we have MS. There's your PCOS. There's our PCOS stories. And then we have weight gain down here in the bottom for our 1% of weight gainers. So we have the screenshots in here. You're going to send 2 to 4, depending on what they say that relates to them. We want to find the stories that they can see themselves in, because that is our goal, right? We want to help them see themselves in these stories that this can help. Then right after you send the screenshots, it's all right here, your instructions. You cannot mess it up, I promise. You say, do you relate to these at all? And we know that they're going to say yes, because they just told us what they struggled with. We found stories that they can relate to. Do you relate to this? They're going to say yes. If they don't, we're going to find more stories. Or if you're not already in a 3-way message, you're going to hop in a 3-way message and ask for some help. And that is what we're to help with. But more than likely, they're going to say yes. So the next message says, do you want to see what they took? They're going to say yes. Then we have the pricing paragraph. So right now, the most popular combo that almost everyone is going to start with is the triplex and balance. Then we have this little blurb. It says you're going to love it. This is the pack you need, and it's what most people choose. Then, depending on your budget, we have 2 amazing add-ons to help support your health goals. They're 30-ish each, or you can always add them in as you go, because you get a free product every 3 months when you're consistent. Then we have active and ease photos. Triplex and balance is $153, plus you get a cute water bottle and $25 toward future free product with their perks. It's going to help you so much. If you're ready to get started, I have a $10 off code. That is your give 10 that I can apply to your order. That's also going to save you $10 off next month too. So essentially you're saving them $20. What are you leaning more toward, and what questions do you have for me? So we're going to pull out all the questions. What questions do they have, or are they ready to get started? Then our next step is if they're ready to order. First choice is, what's your phone number? We want to get them on the phone and be able to chat with them. That way they know that this is not just a sale for you, but you are truly a friend calling, checking in, asking questions while you're helping them get started, asking about their kids, asking about their weekend, asking about their vacation, because you are still a friend first. So doing this over the phone is so much more personable, and it's going to make our next steps even easier. So when you're signing them up on the phone, we have another folder that's going to send you to another place. If you are not at a place where you can get on the phone, or they are not at a place where they can get on the phone, the second choice is ask for their info or send them a cart. So then those messages are here. How to create a cart to send to them is in here. Picture chart of how to create a cart, video how to create a cart. You have everything that you need in this folder to share a cart or ask for their info to be able to create their account for them. And then after they order, this is the message that you send, that you see their order. You should be able to see it in your Plexus account. It's in process. It should be shipped in the next day or so. Once it ships, there will be tracking information. So excited for you to get started. Can't wait to see what these supplements do for you. Look for a three-way message. So if they're not already in a three-way message, you're going to create a three-way message right away. If it's with me, if it's with Lacey, if it's with mom, wherever you fall, whoever your human is that you work with, you're going to create a three-way message. That way we have that place to celebrate them, be so excited that they've just placed an order. And then this, once you create the three-way message, is a message that you can pop into the three-way message to introduce them. If there's any objections, we have those down here. You also can always lean on a three-way message. What we're going to go into in the next series is when you sign them up on the phone, how that is going to look as far as asking them to post, that they're so excited that they're getting started. So that way they could have a paycheck before they even get their products on their doorstep. Clear as mud. Yes. And we have initial reach out messages that you can send to people who showed interest on your post, but didn't message you. We also have a message that says, hey, I don't know if you've seen what I've been posting about, or I don't know how you're doing, but I started this. It's helping me with this, 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 and this. And I'm just wondering if you have ever thought about trying it for yourself. All those messages are also in the board. And yes, you add boards to your keyboard. So when you download the boards app, it's going to walk you through the system to set it up on your phone. That way, when you go to send a message, let's just go to send a message. We'll send one to Dylan. This will be good. So I'm in my message with Dylan. And if I click that little globe down here, can I do it? Yes. Then there is the board. So then you can click any of these. In the share and recruit, they ask, and you always say, what interests you the most? See how it popped the message into my little text there? So I didn't even have to type it. So you can copy and paste if you want, but this keyboard makes it super simple to be able to just pop those messages up, paste the pictures, and send the things. So you know what to do, and you have the tools to do it. Perfect.